Hey everyone, it's Bob again. We're going to do something a little unusual this video. We're going to be talking about truck stops. What you can get from a truck stop has really changed over the years, and in my opinion it's kind of sad. When you went to a truck stop before, they tried to make it your home away from home. We're going to kind of take a look at how things have changed over the years. The stops themselves have kind of evolved. I remember when I went out to school in Idaho and I saw my first real truck stop. It was Flags West. It's on I-15 south of Pocatello. It's actually still there and operating. So that was like in '79. I always thought that was the perfect example of a truck stop. You know, it was a little cafe with a fuel stop, and you know, back in those days they even filled up your truck for you. But of course, over the years, things have changed. You know, the 76 truck stops were really big during the 80s. And a lot of franchises kind of came and went over the years, but that was one of the big ones in the 80s. A lot of those old truck stops, they used to have a lot more amenities. Burns Brothers was another big one back in the day. But you needed a place to park, and you needed amenities like showers, food, restrooms, services for your truck, you know, repair shops, tires, things like that. They'd have big lounges, they'd have game rooms, they'd have all kinds of stuff for you to do while you're, you know, when you stop out on the road. And you'd sleep in the truck, but you had access to, you know, some of the stuff that if you go to a motel, you have access to. During the 90s, that's when Flying J kind of started up really big, because traveling became more of a thing for people on vacation and stuff like that. So they had a little bit less emphasis on the driver amenities, but it was more geared towards, you know, the traveling public. Pilots were kind of the same thing. Then Love's kind of came out in the 2000s. They still have showers, but they don't have any more driver rooms. They don't have lounges. They do have laundries in some of them. They don't have restaurants. They have the fast food chains inside of them. So they don't even have like the cafes or the sit-down restaurants anymore. The traveling public has gone more towards fast food too, and they really don't go for the sit-down restaurants, because that was really kind of a nice thing back in the day when you'd stop at the cafe. You know, they had the phones at the table. Nobody needs those anymore, but they had the phones at the table. You get out of the truck, you'd call home, meet up with other drivers. You know, it was kind of a place to relax and talk with people, and it was more of a community among the drivers than I think you have now. So I think it's a big loss for the industry, but that's the way it's gone. I'm going to make a stop here in Santa Nella at a truck stop and get something to eat. And I'm going to show you a little bit around what a truck stop's like. We're going to stop here at the Petro, and I'm going to do a little walk around and show you a little bit of some of the things, because Petro and TA, in my opinion, are about the only ones of the big chains that still are pretty decent truck stops. There, this is a small one too. There's some big ones. There you got all your parking. Not like Love's or Maverick or any of those. They got a lot of pumps. You can get tires, oil change, light maintenance or repairs. Okay, well, that's my take on truck stops. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment on some of your experiences over the years if you want. It's always fun to hear stories about things the way they used to be anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.